back in again with another review. This, of course, will be my spoiler reviews, like live stream discussion of Captain America: Brave New World. As you guys know, it's been a minute since I've done a review, and you guys are probably wondering after I did my live stream for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man last Wednesday when I told you guys that I was going to do an out of the theater review for this movie. You guys were probably wondering that Thursday where my review was for Captain America: Brave New World, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really like was disappointed. I'm just gonna outright say it. After I saw Captain America: Brave New World, I was very disappointed. And we're about to talk about it. We're gonna talk all spoilers about the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie and come back here. And I know there's a lot of discourse about this movie online. There's a lot of people that love it. There's a lot of people that hate it. And I'm kind of in the boat of I just was disappointed. I felt let down. I really, for the first time ever, after I got out of the theater, I really didn't have much to say. My sister's like, "Oh, Zach, you gotta do your out of the theater review," and I was like, I don't know really what to say. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the movie, I can tell you this right now, the movie itself is very, it doesn't know what it wants itself to be, and that was very annoying to me. I was like, this movie feels like there's no structure, and it just feels like it knows how to do action when it needs to do the action. And mind you, for me personally, I think the only, like, the best part of the film is the end of the film with Red Hulk. That's like the best part of the film, in my personal opinion. That is when I really felt like, oh shit, like this is awesome. We have like Raging Hulk again. The shit Red Hulk was able to, the shit Red Hulk was capable of in this film was dope to me. Like I had a smile from ear to ear. I was like, this shit's cool, love it, and I forgot what Hulk is capable of. So seeing a Raging Hulk again was so cool. That was the best part of the film, the best part of the movie for me, and that was at the end of the film for only a little bit of Red Hulk that we got. Like we only got like a little bit of Red Hulk, like not as much as what the movie promised us from the promotion, which I really feel like I really wish they didn't heavily promote Red Hulk in the trailers, because that's not really what we got here in the movie, and that was really much of really a bummer for me. And now if you guys are clocking my hat, this is the thing I will say about going, the best part about the experience for me that day, mind you, because that day I was coming off of me being sick. Because I was sick that following week from Wednesday on into the next week, and I was just happy and just excited to kind of feel better to go out, to do my review for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but also go see Captain America: Brave New World, because those were two things I was looking forward to that week. I'm still recovering from me having the flu. I'm still recovering. At this point, I'm pretty much better, but yeah, like I went into the movie not feeling so well, but I was really excited for the movie. So the upside is the hat. AMC, I just want to say, is the fucking goat, is the plug, because AMC had heat. They had this hat, this Captain America: Brave New World hat, which is embroidered, mind you, which is so dope. And it has Red Hulk on the side, and it has Sam Wilson on the other side. Really dope. Love this hat. Probably one of the best hats I've ever seen. And AMC was having these hats at the concession stand. They had these hats. They actually had T-shirts, and they had the Captain America: Brave New World popcorn bucket, and they also had a collector's cup. The collector's cup was cool. The popcorn bucket was $50. I thought that was outrageous. I was like, trust me, I'm a movie bucket collector. You guys see it all in the back, AMC movie bucket collector. But I was not about to spend $50 for a Captain America shield that turns into a bucket. I was like, I'm not doing that. I actually brought my Captain America shield with me. You guys can see the photo from the thumbnail. That picture of me holding my shield, that was a picture from the theater that I took actually at the movies. I brought my Marvel Legends shield with me to go see Captain America: Brave New World. So I was excited for this film. Had my shirt, had my hat that I bought. This was only $18 at AMC. Shout out to them, because this was only 18 bucks. You could get a hat like this for about 50 or $60 at Lids. This is like a Lids hat you would go buy at Lids, but they have it for like $50. This was an $18 hat. So I just want to give a shout out to AMC because they're cooking. And if this is any indication of what they're going to be bringing for Fantastic Four First Steps, take all my money. Take it all now. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If they have a whole bunch of merchandise for Fantastic Four First Steps, I'm going to get the popcorn bucket. I'm going to get a hat. I'm going to get a shirt. I'm going to... Shit. If they have like a little kiosk where you could flame on, I'm going to go do that. So you already know. I'm sold. If AMC is going to keep doing this for movies going forward, might as well keep my card at the register all times. That's how I feel. So this was the best purchase of the night of me seeing Brave New World. This was the best part. Besides the Red Hulk stuff, this was like an upside for me, a big upside, because I was not about to drop $50. It wasn't happening for a popcorn bucket. Haven't seen it yet, but don't mind the spoilers since I'm waiting for the Blu-ray Disney Plus release you said release to see it. I'm glad you're in here, Jerry. I can't wait to hear your opinion on the movie when you go watch it. I still am gonna buy this movie. I just want to clarify, even though I thought this movie was meh. I thought it was meh. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna buy this movie because I'm a Cap fan and I love Captain America. I love Sam Wilson, but I'm sorry, guys. This movie, to me, I think retreaded waters that Falcon and the Winter Soldier already did, but I felt like the writing and the structure of Falcon and the Winter Soldier was better than the movie and the product we got here. And I'm sorry, I think it has everything to do with the director of this movie, which I do want to look at the director's name up real quick. Director... Yes, Julius Ona, or I don't want to pronounce bro's last name. He definitely was the problem of this movie. I don't think he really knew how to direct Sam Wilson as a character. I don't really think he really knew how to also showcase action and move the camera, in my personal opinion, because in the beginning of this movie, we get that sequence where Sam is flying in, and it's that clip. It's that clip that got released that we did have a live stream for, that we did talk about, which if you guys want to go check out that live stream, I got that live stream up here where we talked about that clip from Captain America Brave New World. And it was pretty much the opening clip of the movie. Was him kind of on a mission to get the canister of adamantium. We ended up finding out from Thunderbolt Ross and from also someone, I think it was I don't know if it was the president of Japan. I don't know who it was, but they were thanking Sam for saving the piece of adamantium that came from Celestial Tiamat, from the Celestial Islands. We did talk about it. It was a clip that we talked about, which I want to say, if I could find it, which I can't find it here, which is very, very weird. We talked about it a while ago, but you guys know, because I did a live stream for it. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely, I don't think Julius Ona was the best person, because his filmography, he made a stinker. He made like Cloverfield Paradox. And if you know Cloverfield Paradox, you know that movie is terrible. That was a straight to Netflix movie. And I like I said, I was in full support. I was in full support of him before. I thought he was going to do a really good job. I had hopes because I loved what the trailers were showing, but the movie didn't live up to the trailers. And like, this was the clip. This was the clip right here, where, you know, Sam was fighting this goon, trying to get the canister. And this was actually the end of the fight. I do want to clarify. So when I was talking about in the clip, when we were discussing the clip, I was like, this feels like it's the end of the fight. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt on why the action looks so slow. The action in the beginning leading up to this still felt slow, didn't feel the best. And I want to clarify, the sound, whoever was working on the sound design for the film, I was very disappointed on the noise of the bullets hitting the shield, because I'm a big sound guy. I love when things hit Cap's shield, they make a certain noise. If you know Winter Soldier, think about when guns hit the shield, what noise it makes. And think about the sequence on the highway when like the minigun was hitting Cap's shield, or when people were shooting Cap's shield, the noise it would make. It was making the opposite of those noises. It wasn't as satisfying when the goons were shooting Sam's shield in the beginning moments of this movie of him trying to get this canister, essentially the package, which we end up finding out from Thunderbolt Ross that it is a piece of adamantium. So that was disappointing. I was really disappointed about the sound design for the bullets hitting Cap's shield in this, because I know what it's supposed to sound like, and it just sounded very loud. And mind you, I was in Dolby, and I was like, wow, this isn't the same noise of bullets hitting Cap shield. What's going on here? Did they switch it up? I was like, I don't like that. I was like, I don't like the way the sound is here for this. Mind you, I love Captain America. I know the noise when bullets hit off of Cap shield, what it's supposed to sound like. It wasn't it, in my personal opinion. I just feel like the sound design was a little bit sloppy, and it just sounded very loud and clunky. I did point out on, and this is from Ultra Nerd. I don't know if you're in here, bro, but you did point out in this clip that Sam's suit here looked big and clunky. I will say in the movie, it looked like he was carrying around a heavy suit. It didn't. It looked a little bit different than the way it looked like in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I want to point that out real quick because, like I said, here's a shot here of the suit from Captain America: Brave New World. And if we look at was it Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Which I'm gonna do that real quick. In my personal opinion, I think the suit looks a bit different. Nothing too major, but I feel like the suit here looked like it moved a bit better than I think in the previous thing. I think it didn't move as well here, in my personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else was able to spot that out, but it seemed heavier in this. In mind you, these are reshoots too. This opening sequence of the movie is a total reshoot. They weren't even gonna have the white and blue, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier classic Sam suit in the beginning of this movie. That was a reshoot that they did where they added it in. So I don't know if it's a totally different suit that they added because it just felt heavier here and it seems a bit clunkier here when he was moving with it than I think it did in the opening act of this movie. I just feel like it worked a bit smoother when he used it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier than did than it was here. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I just felt like it was looked a bit heavier in this opening sequence. Mind you, the opening sequence of this movie when he flew down, because he flies down and he says, "Wait for it," and then like we get that where like the shockwave hits like the bad guys and he's like fighting them. That part was cool. Him flying in, him landing, and then the shockwave hits and he's going in. That was a cool part. There was segments of the opening sequence of the movie where I was like, this is actually cool. That's really cool here. I like that. I mess with that. Seeing the adamant or the vibranium wings doing their thing. The wings were able to do stuff in this movie that they weren't able to do in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There was kinetic energy here in the beginning of this movie with him using the wings that we did not get in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So there's a little bit of a continuity error. I mean, you have to really like care for it. I'm fine with it, even that they didn't glow and do kinetic energy in the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the suit is capable of doing it here. It's a little bit, like I said, a little bit of continuity error, but I don't care because I love the kinetic energy, a part of Sam's wings. I think it's dope. It's a cool add-on. Who knows in the time span of Falcon and the Winter Soldier in this movie when that was capable, that the wings were capable of that. Probably it was an add-on off screen. Who cares? Shit was badass. Thought it was cool. I love the adamantium wings, the vibranium wings where they're able to do the kinetic energy. I know a lot of people have a problem with that. I thought that was one of the cool standouts, a part of Sam's upgrades. That one of the reasons why he doesn't need super soldier serum was the fact that he had kinetic energy, vibranium wings from Wakanda. Thought that was cool because it was an opening act of the film. Thought it was cool. Wasn't utilized all too much besides the beginning act where he said wait for it, and then it was building up, storing up kinetic energy, and then he blows up kind of the bad guys around them, and I thought that was really really cool. Like that part a lot. Okay, Jamaica, you said what was the worst part about it? So the worst part for me from the movie was the structure of the film. It felt like it had no story structure. It just felt like it kept going and it did not know what it wanted itself to be. One moment, the movie is about Thunderbolt Ross being the president, and it's about the celestial island of Tiamat bringing in adamantium and working with Japan about about the kind of distribution of adamantium and how he wants to give the world adamantium. So that's really really cool. That's essentially what the movie in the beginning of the movie is about, and how he wants to work with Sam, about him, about working with Sam to rebuild the Avengers. Which, mind you, it's like they forgot about that plot line because he mentions it to Sam when Sam gets invited. Sam and Torres and also Isaiah get invited to the White House. it's a moment. He's like, Sam, I want you to help me build the Avengers, and then we kind of forget about it. It isn't really mentioned again until the very end of the film. I thought that was stupid. I was like, how are you gonna mention that and then you forget about it? And how are we gonna make it look like the celestial island of of Tiamat, and bringing in adamantium is a big part of the film? Is it felt like it was the centerfold of the film, but then they scrap it by like they scrap it and like the kind of that plot line, and then they only bring it back until like what is it? Was it Japan thinks that like the U.S. had it all planned out with the heist of the adamantium and the goons in the beginning of the film, thinking Thunderbolt Ross was behind it, and then it's pretty much a race to get the adamantium, or it's a fight. And it's like I don't even know what they were doing in the middle of the Atlantic with the Tiamat statue. It looked like I thought from the trailers they were gonna like stop. Like I don't even know what I thought was gonna happen. I thought they were just protecting the adamantium, or they were trying to get it before Japan got it in the trailers. But that's not what's happening. It's just a big fight is happening between the naval ships of the U.S. and also the naval and jets from Japan. So it's like they're fighting, and like that's essentially it. They're not fighting for the adamantium. They're just fighting just because. The island does nothing. So it feels like, so what are we doing? It's like that the only piece of adamantium was the little canister that Sam's got in the clip that they released. That little canister that Torres got from the dudes on the bike is the only mention or look at adamantium in the movie. Is in that little canister. That's it. So when that fight sequence is going on, it's like, what are we doing here? It's like I don't understand why this is happening, because no one the Tiamat is nothing. It's just I don't even know what you'd call it. It's just a skyscraper. Like it has no plot line at all. So when the jets are flying around and the Thunderbolt Ross is in the naval ship, and Japan's in their ships and shit firing at one another. It's like, what are you firing about? Because there's nothing here you're trying to take. It would have been better if like we saw earlier in the film where they see when we see that projector and Thunderbolt Ross is talking about uh, how they they mined at the celestial at Tiamat, and they were mining all of the adamantium out of it. It would have been cool if they were trying to get all the payload inside Tiamat and getting all the adamantium. That would have been cool. And it's like Japan's trying to take it, and then the US is trying to come in and stop them from doing it. And it's like they maybe made missiles and made weapons out of it, because Thunderbolt Ross in the beginning of the film is talking about how they're able to make missiles, or able to make technology and able to do all these advancements, but we don't see any of it. And I think it would have been cool if they had missiles ready or some shit where like they're firing them at Sam, or firing them at Thunderbolt Ross and the naval ships, and like a whole fight is going out with adamantium. That would have been dope. We don't get that, so it felt like, what are we doing? So that plot line got scrapped. Like it wasn't even really a focal point, and it pops back up when Ross goes to Japan to talk to redo like he was trying to get this merger together to work with Japan to share adamantium, and essentially that's what leads to the big race to defend Tiamat, the Tiamat statue or some shit. And it's kind of like they forget about it until like the very middle of the film, and again it does nothing. Adamantium really doesn't get shown in this film or utilized at all, and I thought that was just a cop out, but I also thought like it was a missed opportunity to really use adamantium and show what it's capable of. Apparently, the only use of adamantium is in the clip, which we're gonna watch the clip real quick. And this is the thing that really annoyed me. You guys remember when I talked about the clip? And we're not even gonna watch it. We'll just pull this up right here. This moment where Sam Starr gets ripped by this dude, that's the only use of adamantium in the entire film. And we found that out after the fact tonight. It got confirmed from Marvel, or got confirmed from people saying that this dude used adamantium daggers to cut Sam Starr. That wasn't even mentioned in the film. Remember, if you go back to my live stream where we talked about this clip and I said it looked weird and the fighting made me think that, oh no, this is making me worried for the film and how the fighting's going to be, I pointed out saying that either A, they forgot that Sam's suit was made from Wakanda. So how are they able to rip it here? And I was like, okay, maybe this is actually the bros using adamantium daggers, and maybe this is a plot line in the film, and Sam will look more into it. Like, how is he able to do that? Because Sam's holding a star in this image. Like, how is he able to do that? They didn't even like go into that. Like, oh my god, like Sam didn't even realize, even mention, how is he able to rip my star? This is made out of, the suit was made out of Wakanda. This is vibranium. How is he able to do that? Bro didn't mention in the movie, oh, I used adamantium daggers. There was no mention of that. So I came up with that. I used my brain to put two and two together, but they didn't even do that in the film. So it feels like this plot line of adamantium is just obsolete, and it annoyed me. It really annoyed me. You can say the suit got upgrades between the show and the movie. That's what I'm thinking, Otto. What's your opinion on Red Hulk only being in it for 5 minutes? Red Hulk was the best part of this film. I just want to clarify that. Red Hulk is the best part of this film. The best part of this film. Red Hulk and Thunderbolt Ross's storyline about how he is a changed man, and he actually wants to work with Sam, and he actually wants to be a good president, and he wants to repent for the crimes, and or not even the crimes, but for all the bad doings he did um to Banner, and he feels really bad for what happened at Harlem and him creating Blonsky and Abomination, and he really is trying to fix the wrongs that he did, and he wants to get closer to Betty, and he wants to show Betty that he's a changed man. I shit you not, I cried at the end of the film because there's a moment where like he's really trying to show Betty that he is a changed person, but the leader sabotages it and makes him turn into Red Hulk. I shit you not, how is it that I cared for Thunderbolt Ross's story, and I felt more emotionally attached or emotionally invested in his story than I did Sam? I cared for Ross and in his plot line about wanting to show Betty he's been a changed man more than I cared for Sam's story. That's bad when that happens. I'm sorry. I cared for Ross's story in this movie more than I cared for Sam and everything that he was going through in this film. It felt like rinse and repeat. It felt like they were like doing the same thing, like of him saying that, oh, like I don't know, because he retreaded the lines of like, oh, I'm not like, did Steve choose the right man for the job, or oh, should I have taken the serum, or oh, like same with like Isaiah Bradley and bringing Isaiah in and all that and all. It just felt like rinse and repeat, and I felt like, what are we doing here? I'm like, why does this feel like we are treading the waters again, where Sam feels like he's not the right successor for the Shield? I'm like, you are like, that was what Falcon and the Winter Soldier was about. So that really annoyed me because Bucky ends up having to Bucky cameos in this movie and has to tell Sam once again, you are the right man for the job. You don't need the serum. Steve chose you because of the man that you are. We already had this talk in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I was like, why are we retreading waters? So that really pissed me off a bit because I was like, we don't need to do this again. I'm like, Sam should be past this. Like, Sam is Captain America. People are calling him Cap. Soldiers are calling him Cap. His other soldiers are saying, oh, leave some for the rest of us, Cap, after he beat the shit out of this dude. Finally, even though it took him a minute to beat the shit out of this dude, his soldier buddies came in and said, save some for us, Cap. People at the bar were calling him Cap. Like, and he knows he's Cap. He loves being Cap. But how are you going to have a moment where you're thinking to yourself, did Steve choose the right guy? What? Like, I thought that was stupid. I'm like, dude, you don't need Bucky telling you again. And again, it was a good moment. I love seeing Bucky and Sam together. It's great. I love it. But we didn't need to have that moment of Bucky, like was it like reconfirming or something like that, or like reissuing saying, oh, you're good enough, Sam. No, Sam should be past that. He should be like, I am Cap. I am good enough. I'm the dude. So I thought that, I just felt like we're retreading waters that we don't really need to do. You could have brought Bucky in as someone to just like, because again, Torres gets hurt in the film, which we're talking spoilers, so I'm just gonna talk about it. Torres did some stupid shit in the battle around Tiamat, where it was Japan and the U.S. versing one another in their battleships, and Sam and Torres were trying to stop, the rogue, was it Air Force men, because the leader was mind controlling them, trying to stop them because like they didn't want an all out war breaking out, but that's what the leader wanted. So Torres gets hurt because he says, "Oh no, I got this missile," or "Oh, I got it, Sam," and Sam's like, "Don't do it, I got it," and then he's like, "No, I got it, Sam." Torres got cocky and he got his dumbass got blown out of the sky, essentially, and he's in the hospital in recovery in surgery, and then that's when Bucky comes in to. And that's when Sam's like, "Did Steve choose the right guy? I feel like I can't save everybody. Should I have taken the serum?" There should be no moment when you're thinking you should be taking the should I take the serum, or oh, did Steve take the choose the right guy. It should be a moment of I feel like I let Torres down. I felt like, you know what I mean? I didn't, you know what I mean? It could have been a moment where it had nothing to do with, oh, like, did Steve choose the right dude? It shouldn't have been nothing like that. It should have just been a moment where, like, I feel like I let my wingman down. I should have been there, but I couldn't get to him in time. Or oh, he wasn't ready, and I tried telling him that. You know what I mean? Or maybe it could have been about how he lost his friend, his Air Force pilot Riley. It could have been about that. Like, I lost my wingman before, and I almost lost him again, and I have all this tech and all this, but I felt like I couldn't save him. It should have been like, oh, like, did Steve? It shouldn't have been, oh, did Steve choose the right person? Oh, am I capable enough to be Captain America? You know what I mean? It should. I don't know. I just felt like it shouldn't have been that, and I feel like that's what they did, and I don't think they needed to do that. Um, was it? You said, uh, did you? Hey Zach, what's up, Alternate? You said I thought Tiamat would cause like World War III or something in the movie. No, Tiamat didn't. Did you like the movie? I thought it was I thought it was an okay film. I don't. I think they're. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, and a lot of people are saying that this movie's better than the Marvels. This movie's better than Thor: Love and Thunder. This movie, like, people are saying, like, out of the past Marvel movies that have come out that have been the worst, like, people said this was better, like, oh, like, this was better than Eternals and all that. I don't think this movie's better than Eternals. I don't think this movie's better than the Marvels. I enjoyed myself more with the Marvels than I did this. You take that what you will, whether you like the Marvels or not. I really enjoyed the Marvels, and not to say I didn't have a bad time sitting and watching this movie. I just thought this movie was okay. Now, structurally wise, I think The Marvels is a better film. I think The Marvels structurally is a better movie and has better, I hate to say it, but better action than this movie. I'm sorry. I really do think so. Like, I really enjoyed The Marvels and I really enjoyed Eternals more than this film. I think this movie is definitely up there with the worst. It's probably some of the worst Marvel movies. I think this movie is definitely up there with Black Widow, up there with Thor: Love and Thunder. I think this movie is still better than Thor: Love and Thunder. I think this movie is still better than Black Widow, but I feel like it's still up in that category of not Marvel's stronger movies. I think it's sadly a part of it. And it's due to the poor story structure, where there feels like there is no structure of this film. It just feels like we're just watching it. It feels like there is no structure. It feels like they just went back and reshot so much that they just kept putting stuff in, but there was no like movement to the film. It didn't feel like it gradually had a beginning and gradually had an end. It just kind of felt like just like this. It didn't feel like it went through what a story is supposed to go through. The trials and tribulations. It felt like it didn't have it. I felt like that. Um, I hate they're not wearing snake suits. Oh, about yeah. They didn't. The Serpent Society got like kicked out of the film. But we still had what's his face, Giancarlo Esposito's character, Sidewinder. I thought he was pretty cool. I just feel like they could have utilized him a bit more. I think the film would be a World War Hulk movie, because it literally started a mini World War III, because Hulk in it in Hulk villain is in it. Yeah. It's basically Incredible Hulk sequel with Captain America instead of Bruce Banner. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know if I would say that. I understand with the leader coming back and Betty and Thunderbolt Ross and Red Hulk and all that plot line kind of really the Thunderbolt Ross of it all overshadowed this storyline. Like Thunderbolt Ross had a better arc than I think Sam did in this film, in my personal opinion. What the he said Alternator said what the fuck. Speaking of Thunderbolt Ross and Red Hulk, how was Harrison Ford's performance as the character? Oh, Harrison Ford gave one of the best performances I've seen from him in a very long time. I think, because honestly, I hate to say it, Harrison Ford lately with his films aren't really haven't been the best. The last Indiana Jones film I watched, and it wasn't in theaters, I watched it at home. That movie was trash, and I thought his performance in it was just all right. This is Harrison Ford's best performance I've seen from him in a very long time. And I think he really did Thunderbolt Ross justice in this film. I think he really did justice for William Hurt. R.I.P. to him, the actor that played Thunderbolt Ross before, William Hurt. He really did paid respects to him by giving a great performance as Thunderbolt Ross in this film. He really did a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to see more of Thunderbolt Ross and Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. I really hope he wants to come back as this character. Now that we have Red Hulk, I hope we see more of Red Hulk. He was the saving grace of this film. Like he was the best part of this film. His character arc going into Red Hulk, the connection that he had with the leader, which I want to talk about that in a minute, was the best part of the film. I haven't seen it yet because I feel like it. Wait, I haven't seen it because I don't feel like it. I don't blame you. Many people have said it's mid and stuff. It's all right, dude. It is not the best Cap. Dude, look at it this way. This movie doesn't even touch Cap 1, doesn't even touch Cap 2, doesn't even touch Cap 3. I'm sorry, this movie is supposed to top the three previous Cap movies and fails to do so. Storyline wise, action wise, it doesn't even come close to what Cap 1, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. This movie is supposed to outdo it, especially, and people can't say, oh no, it's not supposed to. They literally said this movie is a response to Winter Soldier. That's what they said. Doesn't even come close to Winter Soldier. I'm sorry. This is the weakest Cap movie in the Cap trilogy. Because this technically is continuing the Cap trilogy. This isn't even like a restart for the Cap trilogy. This is a continuation off of Steve's films. I'm sorry. If this is any indication on where Sam's trilogy is going, if this is where it's going, and they hire the same director back and the same fight coordinator, we're fucked. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. Like if they bring the same director and fight coordinator back, we are fucked. That's all I'm saying. You said it reminds me of Spider-Verse, how Miles thinks he's isn't right for the job as Spider-Man, but Peter B. Parker and the others helped him realize that Spider-Man and people call him Spider-Man and stuff. If you look up the lob from Freakazoid, it will just wait. It just looked like the leader in the movie. Except he is pink. The leader is green. Also, bro is rocking the hat. Yes, sir. I'm rocking the hat because this hat is fire. This was the coolest thing that came from the movie from AMC. The Marvels connected to Disney Plus shows more than Brave New World did. Exactly. That's another thing. The Marvels connected. Because at the end of Miss Marvel, and I hated the Miss Marvel show, but the Marvels was able to make me love Kamala Khan because of the great writing. Because I'm sorry, the writing from Miss Marvel was not the same writing that we had in the Marvels, but the Marvels writing for the character of Kamala Khan was better. And that connected directly from the series into the Marvels. Better connective tissue, I think, that Miss Marvel had to the Marvels. And also, Monica at the end of Secret Invasion. It just better connective tissue from the shows to the movie, and just a better overall movie, the Marvels. I'm sorry. Like, people could say what they want, but this movie is not better than the Marvels. This movie is not better than Eternals. It's not. It really is not. It's hard for me to say that this movie is even better than Thor: Love and Thunder, and I know Thor: Love and Thunder is not the best, but I keep saying to myself, I've watched Thor: Love and Thunder more times over than I think I would give this movie another watch. I hate to say it, I'm struggling to think to myself, would I even watch this movie again? So that's where I'm kind of like, the movie's just maybe I'll watch the ending of the movie. Like, maybe I'll watch that because I love the ending of this film with Red Hulk. It's like some of the coolest Hulk action we're ever gonna see, like up there with Incredible Hulk. But I don't know if I'd watch this movie again. Bro, going live, yes sir. What's good, John? Yeah, salute, Ultra Nerd. Yep. I don't think Sam will be Cap for long. Oh, it's sad that you think that. Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four are last hope this year. Julius has to go. Seems like the guy, but he lacks the sauce. The lighting, framing, and setup of shots is uninspired, flat, and boring. Superwise, you said it, bro. There was no sauce. No sauce. No heat, no nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you this right now. The coolest part of this film is Red Hulk. I gotta take a drink. Okay. The coolest part of this film is Red Hulk. And the fight between Sam and Red Hulk. When I shit you not. The moment Red Hulk, when Thunderbolt Ross turned into Red Hulk and he thunderclapped the White House in half, I was like, this is the coolest shit. I was like, where was this the entire time? As I was watching the film, where was this cool shit? Because mind you, there's a couple of cool sequences. I don't want to say that just the Red Hulk was the coolest part of the movie. There's a moment where Sam and Torres are in the leader's lair, right? And there's a clip. We'll put this real quick. No, fuck, no. Can I get this image? Or is it gonna be weird? It's gonna be weird, of course. Because why not? There's a moment where Sam and Torres are in the leader's lair. Sam does a cool kick. Sam like gets the shield up on his leg and kicks the shield. That was the coolest part of the sequence. That is the only cool part of Sam outside of his in normal. And I love when our heroes fight in civilian gear, just civilian clothes. That was the coolest part. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find it. I'm going to go to X real quick. See if I can find it. I highly doubt I can, but shield. I'm going to say shield kick. Probably spelled that wrong, but bear with me. Probably not going to find it. But there was a kick here. You guys have probably seen it in the promo. I'm probably not going to find it here. He like does a kick like to the shield, and it's cool. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it because like oh, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say Sam. See if we can find it. Maybe this is it. Let's just hover. Nope. Kind of hoping it would be in one of these promo shots. No. Come on. That's not it either. I saw it earlier too. That's the bummer. I hate when you always see like a snippet or a promo. Guys, let me know if you guys can find it and you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but there's a moment. Oh, whatever. We'll just... If you guys saw the movie, you guys know what I'm talking about. But there is a moment where Sam kicks the shield, and it was cool. Like that was that was probably the coolest moment. You said, okay. I think once Ultron comes back in Vision Quest, he might be made out of adamantium like the comics. Now that it is available to America in the movie. Okay. The more footage that I see of Thunderbolts from the trailers, the more it looks like a comedy. I personally love the darker side of the MCU and that Marvel was heading towards. I'm excited for Thunderbolts. I will say that last trailer got me really hyped. I'm more excited for Thunderbolts and I'm more excited for Fantastic Four. I'm just ready for the next movies. I kind of want to forget about this movie. I hate to say it. No sauce, no salt, no pepper, no spice, no moisture, no flavor, dry. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. The favorite set piece was Sam and Joaquin in the bunker, just Sam and the shield. We need more of that. You know what I'm talking about. You super wise, you know what I'm talking about. Where Sam kicks the shield up and kicks it. That was probably what the coolest sequence of that. Of Torres and Sam in the bunker in the leader's bunker. That was the coolest sequence. Just that kick alone was the coolest movie did with the shield. Other than that, Sam and Torres got their ass kicked by everyday soldiers. I was a little bit annoyed about that. I was like, Sam should not really have this much of a struggle with your everyday soldiers. When think about how Sam, okay, and this is the best example. Think about how Sam fought in the beginning of Civil War with Steve and Wanda and Natasha. Think about how he fought against highly trained mercenaries with crossbones. No problem. Just think about that for a minute. He had more. Again, you have a shield here, and you're fighting brainwashed every day. I don't even know, and you're struggling. I hated that. I hated how he had so much of a struggle in the bunker sequence. Besides the one shield kick he did, that was like the only cool part. I will say this: this new character, which we're gonna go here real quick. There's a new character that gets introduced in this movie. Imagine there's a lot of new characters, but Sabra, this character I liked. I'm sorry, I liked this character a lot. Scratch out the controversy. Scratch all the controversy out about her, I guess, the actress's background. Scratch all that out. This character I liked a lot. She's ex Black Widow. I thought she was a cool character. She came in the bunker, and we see her in the trailer where she like runs on the wall and throws the dude on the ground. She was a cool part. She had to come in there and save Torres and Sam's ass. She was cool. I kind of wish we knew more about her because the moment she told, like when Sam walked into the bunker after Ross like got shot at and by Isaiah because he got brainwashed. The moment where Sam comes in there and tells the girl to leave, and then Ross is like, "No, she stays." I was like, this girl's a badass. I'm like, already off rip, I think this chick's gonna be a badass. She was cool. So I liked that character. I kind of hope we see more of her. I don't know if Marvel will do more with her because it looked like they cut a lot of her stuff out. I heard because of her background and what's going on in the world right now. So I don't know. Mind you, I don't know enough with that whole scenario, so I could be wrong. But I liked that character. I thought she was cool. I liked how she was an ex Black Widow. She kicked ass from the little bit we saw with her. You didn't want to fuck with her. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, that shield kick is hard to find, but I did find the footage for it and put it in my review. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was a cool shot. They probably gonna use the power of the friendship or something to fight Sentry. Honestly, I'm not overthinking like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's a superhero movie. Like, I'm not thinking like that when people are all like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. How are the Thunderbolts going to beat Sentry? Let's just let them cook. Let's just watch the movie first. Like, it's a comic book movie. I'm not thinking, like, who cares? Like, I mean, like, it's dope. And even in the trailers, people don't pay attention. Even in the trailers, Yelena's like, we can't do this. Like, I don't want to go too much into it because we're talking about Captain America: Brave New World, but people need to like actually listen to the dialogue and look at the sequences. The Thunderbolts are getting their ass kicked by Sentry. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that movie's gonna go. Like, just let them cook. I don't know. It looks good though. You said to stop Sentry. I don't know. She is in the comics and she is a hero. Okay, you may be right, Ultra Nerd. I think. Yeah, she fought the Hulk. She also is also a mutant. Who? Sabra's a mutant? Is that what who you guys are talking about? I didn't hate Sabra, but I did hate her stealing Sam's thunder in the bunker when we were seconds away from a potential Daredevil one take sequence. Imagine how dope that'd be. Dude, Sam and Torres were getting their ass kicked. She needed to come in there. I'm sorry. They made it look like Sam could not fight in this film. I'm sorry. Besides that one cool shield kick, I was not impressed by that bunker sequence. I was like, this is bullshit. I'm like, this is just nah. She needed to come in there. When she came in there, she put work in. She really said, I am ex Black Widow. She was one of the coolest parts about the film. She was. Anytime she was on screen, I'm like, this chick's badass. I'm like, she's a badass. I'm like, I was like, you could take all of the dialogue or the scenes you cut from her, but it doesn't take away. She is a fucking badass. It really didn't. I don't know what. I feel like she had more sequences in this film. She most likely did. Again, I think they cut a lot of this movie. And I think they reshot a lot. I'm sorry. I want to say this movie didn't do that, but it feels like it. Sequences feel like they should have been longer. Sequences felt like there was stuff that was missing. Characters felt like they had more but got cut. Especially with her character. I don't know. I think at this point they should have just stuck to their guns and kept whatever they had in the movie in the film. They should have just kept it. Maybe it would have been a better film. Maybe it wouldn't have felt so jarring and all over the place, and it would have felt maybe more streamlined. I don't know, but like I said, I hate to say it, like structurally, Thor: Love and Thunder was better structurally. Black Widow was better structurally. The think about the worst movies you guys didn't like from the MCU, but I'm telling you, they were structured better than this film. I'm telling you, I understand that people are saying that this is like Incredible Hulk 2, but I wouldn't even go that far, even though there was a lot of the leader and Ross and the leader trying to like get back at Ross for keeping him imprisoned. I thought that storyline was stupid too, because it's like you're doing all this because Ross gave you a cell that had a lab and he wouldn't let you go. I thought that was a dumb reason to spike Ross's pills and make him turn into Red Hulk. It's not like he like was torturing you. He gave you a lab where you could work. Yeah, you were imprisoned because you did help Banner and you did do stuff that technically was illegal. Technically. So I didn't feel bad for the leader like they wanted me to. I really didn't. And I thought the leader's design was ass. Okay, so look at the leader's design of the film. They made bro look like a booger. This was the design of the leader in the film, right here. Bro actually looked like a booger. I want to clarify. Shitty design for the leader, when apparently he was supposed to look like this in the film. He was supposed to look like this. This shit's cool. I thought from the Funko Pop leaks, this is what we were gonna get. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they said, let's make bro look like a booger. So L to the director, because the director is the reason that we got this. Why? Why? We could have had comic accurate this. I mean, yeah, he's not too green. People probably would have complained. Probably, I don't care if bro would have been like dark green. I don't care. They had the look down. They had the look down. That's all that mattered to me. Which I don't know what the hell I clicked, but we're gonna go back to here. Yeah, but they had it. But they made bro look like a booger. Okay, a booger ass. Okay, no. You said what are your thoughts on the leaders? Is the leader's design is ass, bro. It's trash. He design was made goofy and not as comic accurate. Exactly. Looks like a zombie. What the fuck? You she can fly. She also had gadgets. She shoots lightning. That's dope. They should have gave her those powers, bro. That would have been sick. There's official merchandise with the leader design, so the fact that they changed it up completely in the movie is pretty wild. Exactly. I'd rather have that instead. Exactly. Why couldn't we have this? Why he looks sick? He looks dope. He looks like okay, he doesn't I mean he doesn't look too outlandish, but he looks like the comic accurate big ass head, elongated. I like it. He looks cool. But they made bro look like a booger. So L to them because they gave the leader a weird ass design in this film. A weird ass design. Like, what is this? No. No. That really bummed me out. When I saw it, I was like, I was like, what are we doing? I was like, come on now. So yeah, off rip, leader was a trash villain. It had stupid reasons to want to cause World War III and have Japan and the US fight, making it look like the US tried stealing adamantium from Japan when they're trying to do when Thunderbolt Ross is trying to work on an alliance with Japan to share adamantium and share Tiamat. I thought that was stupid because bro's pissed because he got to have a lab and got to be in a cell with a lab. I was like, dude, your reasoning is ass. I'm like, so he is probably, I hate to say it, the leader, this might be the worst villain out of Marvel's villain catalog of Phase 5. I think he's the worst villain. I really do. I think he's the worst villain that I've seen in a while from Marvel. I really do. I do. Because I like Dar-Benn. I'm sorry. No, not a lot of people like Dar-Benn. I liked her as a villain. I thought she was cool. I liked Gorr. Thought he was a good villain. I thought he had good reasoning for why he was doing what he was doing. This villain, shitty reasoning why he was doing what he was doing. I was like, I don't feel bad for you, and what? I felt bad for Ross because his heart was failing. He went to the leader for help. The pills were they were fixing his heart, but they were gamma pills, so they were giving him the ability. The reason his heart was healing is because they had gamma in it. It was slowly turning him into Red Hulk. So that was cool. That was how he was able to turn into Red Hulk. But I saw it from a mile away. The moment bro started taking pills before he went out on stage in the beginning of the film to talk to everybody as the president, because he officially got elected and it was his election. I think it was his elected speech. I knew from the get-go that was what was going to turn him into Red Hulk, was those pills. I'm like, you're taking those pills too much. And then when he said his heart was failing and he worked with the leader, so the leader would, he worked with a deal with the leader saying, I'll give you a lab, I'll give you all the things you want, but you got to help me survive and help me, heal my heart. I was like, that's what turns him into Red Hulk is the pills. I kind of clocked it. I was like, those pills, those are what they're going to turn him into Red Hulk, and then that's what ends up happening. So I don't know. I think how Ross was able to turn into Red Hulk was cool. It made sense, but I saw it coming from a mile away. I just feel like Ross's storyline of him trying to do good, him trying to show Betty he's changed, I felt like that was the best part of this film was the performance by Harrison Ford. I felt like he gave a great performance. You said I'd rather have that instead. If they make him a little more green, it would been perfect with the design. Yeah. Or the leader design from the '90s Incredible Hulk animated series. That would be cool too. Marvel Legends stream 20th. I did hear. Not joking. Spider-Man freshman Legends. I hope so. That'd be cool. Freshman year Legends. That'd be sick. But yeah, guys, like I said, I think the leader design before was better than the design that they picked. So L on the design, L on the leader's villain reasonings on why, on him being a good, he wasn't a good villain. So his reasonings I thought were trash as a villain. Um, Ross wasn't the villain of the movie as much as they made it look like he was. He was not the villain of the film. I felt bad for Ross, and I liked Ross's arc. And I want to see more with Thunderbolt Ross, and I want to see more of Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. Now talking about Anthony Mackie's performance. Anthony Mackie is a star. I just want to say that. I love Anthony Mackie. I think he's a funny dude. I think he really is awesome. I really do like Anthony Mackie. And okay, I want to get a good picture. Like what's going on with my like thing not working. Maybe we'll do this one. Actually, we'll do this one. This one's cool. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I can't zoom in. It's not gonna let me. Why can't? Come on, man. I'm trying to get a good picture so I can talk about this. Of course, of course. Never makes it easy. Never makes it whatever. This is what we'll do. We'll just do this. We'll just do this. Okay. Yeah, but Anthony Mackie's the GOAT. I thought for what he had and what he was given, I think he gave a good performance. Now, will I say I liked his performance better in the other films and in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I think he did a better job in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in my personal opinion. I think it's because of the writing. I think he could act a bit better, and I think he could give a better performance in Falcon and the Winter Soldier than he did here. In my personal opinion, I don't think he's a bad actor. I think he is a star. I think with a better director and a better like fight coordinator, I think he could have a great two great other movies if they're trying to do a trilogy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I just feel like they just did not give him enough to work with here. Where I think he is the star of the film, I don't think he is. I think Harrison Ford was the star of the film. To be honest, I really do think so. I think Harrison Ford had like I think he had better material. And I feel like Harrison Ford being the star that he is and the actor with his acting, like the caliber of acting that he's able to do, I just feel like he stole the show in my personal opinion. I think he did. Um he said it's his heart was messed because of all the Star Wars questions gave him a heart problems. Jeez. You said I like Laura Carperman as the composer, but she handed used to handed in nothing score. Henry Jackman cooked up a great theme. Um, Louisiana Hero did, and she detached it. Love him as Cap, and I think this is his best performance in the MCU, especially by the end where he's emotional talking about the pressure and being enough. That's the thing, bro. Sam should not have had to have done that again. That's the thing. We didn't need, I feel like we did not need to have Bucky come in there to tell Sam that he's enough. To tell Sam that Steve chose you for a reason, chose you not because you didn't have the serum, chose you because you're a good man. I feel like we didn't need that. I feel like that was treading waters again. I don't know if you were in here early enough for that, but I feel like we didn't need that. Yeah, that was a cool sequence to see Bucky tell Sam that he loves him, but I feel like we did not need Bucky to reassure Sam that he is good enough. If I hear that shit again in the next film or next whatever, Sam being a baby and Sam saying, "Oh, am I good enough for this, this, and that?" I'm gonna be pissed, dude. I'm gonna be pissed. We did not need to have that. He could have been like, I would have been, I would have appreciated it a little bit more if he would have been like, oh, I would have made it just about Torres. Of oh, like he wasn't ready, or oh, I should have been there. I should have clocked it, or something. Not something about that. Not oh, am I good enough to be Captain America? Or oh, am I good? I didn't need to hear that. I feel like they could have done something different. Bucky could have been there to support Sam in a different way, not to say, oh, you're good enough again. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it could have been a different perspective of, oh, it's okay, dude. People make mistakes. Steve made mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And like, it's not like, oh, you're good enough to be Cap, but like, oh, like, people make mistakes. Steve made mistakes. They could have just left it at that. Not, oh, like, am I good enough to be Captain America? We didn't need it. They definitely repeated his. Exactly, dude. There was no reason for it. They did not need to repeat his arc when he had a 6 or 7. What was Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Like 6 episodes, 5 episodes. We didn't need to rehash it of Bucky telling him he's good enough. It's either what is it? What is it? I'm gonna say it's either nut up or shut up. You know what I mean? From what is it? Zombieland. Oh, what was it? That was it. Tallahassee always says, or I can't remember bro's name, but yeah, him. But yeah, when he says he's either nut up or shut up, that's what Sam needs to do. Stop being a baby and go. Like, things happen. People get hurt. Yeah, you've encountered it. People got hurt on Steve's watch. Things happen. You know what I mean? But you keep going. I didn't need a rehash, so that really bothered me. I was like, I just felt nothing in that sequence. It was cool seeing Bucky, but I was like, I don't need another rehash. Little Tallahassee's quote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, nut up or shut up. You're Cap at this point. If you don't want it, drop the shield. Like, I want Sam to just be Cap. I swear to God, I don't want to hear it in Avengers Doomsday. I don't want to hear it in Secret Wars. If bro is bitching or saying, oh, I should have took the serum, I'm gonna. Oh, bro, I love Sam, but I just need him to just. We didn't need it. I feel like the director. It's like, did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier? It's like that was what I was kind of coming from. I was like, did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Because we didn't need this. Bucky could have showed up as a friend to support Sam by having Torres in the hospital and been like, it's okay, man. You know what I mean? Like, people make mistakes. It happens. Steve made mistakes. I've made mistakes. That's a part of being a hero. You could have just left it at that. You didn't have to tell him, oh, man, you're good enough. Steve chose you for a reason. It's like, Bucky can't be his number one Glazer, bro. Bucky cannot be his support Glazer. That's the best way to put it. Bucky cannot be Sam's support Glazer every time Sam's in his feelings. I'm sorry. He can't do it. Sam Wilson, after our RDJ, Doom, lights him up. Lights him up. God, I can't even be a green Iron Man. Am I enough? Oh, bro. Am I? Bro, I swear to God, if he gets beamed and gets domed by Doom Iron Man and he starts crawling over the Bucky's house. Bro, I swear to God, if he starts crawling over the Bucky and says, am I enough? I'm done, dude. I will be done. You know that one sequence in Across the Spider-Verse when the kid sees Miles and Spot rolling on the ground in the bubbles, and the kid is wearing a Miles mask, and the girl, I think, is wearing I think the girl's also wearing just a Spider-Man mask, and the boy's wearing the Miles mask, or maybe they're both wearing Miles Morales masks, who knows? But, and he says, I don't know if I want this mask anymore. Bro, I'm gonna be like that. I'm a if Sam does this shit again, I'm gonna have my shield and be like, I don't know if I want the shield anymore. Like, because here I was walking in with my shield, holding my shield, going into the theater, and then hearing that shit again, I was like, come on, bro. I was like, we already did this. We already did this. So I swear to God, if Sam gets beamed and then like in the next movie and it starts going looking for Bucky, I'm done, dude. I'll be livid. I'm very curious on the second week box office performance and seeing a drop off because it's definitely gonna determine Sam's future as Cap. Look, I want to see more of Sam as Cap. Now, answering the question again because they didn't follow through, because they, like I said, in the beginning of the film, they mention another thing they like forgot about was that Thunderbolt Ross asked Sam to restart the Avengers. That gets forgotten until the very end of the film before we get to the end credit. Like as he's talking to Torres about, I think officially starting up the Avengers again. At least I don't even know if that was alluded to. That's how all over the place this film was. I don't even know at the very end of the film if Sam said, "Oh, I'm gonna restart the Avengers." I heard. I don't even remember. So if that happened, Superwise, you got to relay that to me because I like so much of this movie left my brain because I just felt like it was like I hate to say it, like a nothing burger. Because I honestly feel like I don't even remember if they mentioned the Avengers again at the end of the film. If he said he was going to restart up the Avengers. Like I said, the plot line with the adamantium, forgotten. They tricked us from the trailers. That went nowhere. I'm hoping we see more, actually see adamantium in the next film because apparently the only time we saw adamantium was the dagger that sliced Sam's star in the beginning of the film by that goon. Apparently that got confirmed like a few minutes ago or a few hours ago. So that like, I hope we actually get to see adamantium at some point because we didn't really see it besides a hologram. We saw like a hologram image of adamantium. Sucks. I want to see adamantium. Like, why didn't we actually get to see it being used in the film? Besides the one dude slicing that was never confirmed even in the movie until after the movie by a scooper or by someone. Like, why couldn't we actually see adamantium be used in the battle with Sam and Torres flying around and the jets shooting the missiles or the ships the was it the ships shooting the missiles? Like, why couldn't those be adamantium? Like, why couldn't we have cool shit like that? Mind you, there was a sequence where like Sam was riding a missile in the film, in that sequence where it was Torres and Sam flying around trying to stop the two soldiers and the jets. Sam rode the missile. That was cool. I mean, and also was it Red Wing was able to like make Sam's shield like was able to like make Sam's shield hover and was like blocking bullets. That was cool. There was like moments. There was like moments. I was like, this shit's cool. But I don't know. The CGI also didn't look very okay. I want to talk about the CGI because in this sequence where they're doing the flying around Tiamat, probably spelled that wrong. I don't know if I can spell that. Let's just search up jets. Maybe that will show me. Okay. Yeah, this sequence right here, I thought the CGI was a bit iffy. At the very end, like where they're fighting around Tiamat, the CGI was iffy. I will say that. Um, what can you do though? I mean that sequence was a very CGI heavy sequence. Mind you, that was the sequence I was looking forward to the most in the trailers, but I just felt so disappointed because I was like, what are we doing? I'm like, we really don't need to be doing this. Because if you really think about it, like I just felt like Sam and Torres took so long to take these two US jets down. It made the sequence longer than it needed to be, and it felt like I don't know. It just felt like they should have been able to take them down quick and easy, and it could have been done with. But I understand that they wanted to drag it out for a cool sequence around Tiamat. But I feel like at the end, like if you really think about it, they should have been able to take down those jets, especially Sam and his experience with the wings. He should have been able to take down those jets where the pilots were like brainwashed. Those two pilots, he should have been able to take them down easily, and then it would have been done. Like it would have been resolved. Like the Japan would have never have shot any missiles because the U.S. shot first. What you know what I mean? Because they were brainwashed in the jets, and that's what sparked missiles flying and shit. It's like when you really think about it, you're like, yeah, like it really didn't need to happen that sequence. Even though it's cool, it didn't need to. It rubs me the wrong way that his dagger is casually adamantium. They somehow just casually made that happen when they were supposed to have a single canister. Yeah, unattached. That's what I'm saying, is that the canister was supposed to have the adamantium, but this dude somehow has adamantium daggers when we're apparently finding out that Sam saved the only bit of adamantium that was stolen from Japan. So I was confused. I'm like, how does this dude have adamantium then if they're saying that that canister was the only bit of adamantium that Japan had that got stolen? I was confused by that, so that just didn't make any sense. There's a lot of Serpent Society members that have adamantium in the comics. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that they technically weren't even Serpent Society. Like that never even got confirmed because a lot of the Serpent Society got canned in the reshoots. So they didn't even say. I mean, I think they mentioned Serpent Society when they mentioned Sidewinder, but they didn't really do enough with the Serpent Society where I was like, oh, that's the Serpent Society. I feel like they couldn't make them have adamantium because of the fact that Thunderbolt Ross said that that canister was the only bit of adamantium that they had at the time. So them having adamantium and the dude having the daggers didn't make sense. The CGI was wonky as fuck, and the green screen by the third act was genuinely awful. So noticeable, dude. That CGI like green screen where Sam is talking to Red Hulk and you see the I forget what the flowers are called, but you see the flowers in the background. That was horrendous, that one sequence. But also the very end, the end credit. Oh my god. Let's talk about the end credit real quick. We gotta talk about the end credit. This shit. Oh no, I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it. Back out. Back out. Back out. This stuff. This right here. The end credit. Where Sam is going to the leader. Cherry Blossoms. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was iffy. It was iffy, dude. When he was talking to him and said, "Oh, look, something," I was like, "Yeah, that in the background is iffy." But this end credit felt like such a waste of time for me. Genuinely, I was excited to see what the end credit was. I was genuinely annoyed when Sam goes to the leader is at the raft, and the leader tells Sam that you better get your heroes ready because you're not the only universe out there. What? I was like, what? I was like, I know that. I was like, well, I felt like Marvel was talking to me like I was dumb. I'm like, I know. I'm like, this is the worst end credit of all time. You're talking, everybody knows. Yes, Sam, maybe, I get it that maybe the leader is telling Sam because Sam and all the other heroes don't know that there's other worlds out there that are ramping up for a war. But I was like, this is the dumbest shit. That how does Booger Brain even know that there's multiverse and people coming? I'm like, how the hell do you know? Stupid. Just saw Brave New World. Give it, yeah, it's a 7 for me, bro. Yeah, 7 out of 5. It's not great or garbage. It's just mid. It's mid. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Yeah, Nameless. I agree. It's better than Thor 4, Ant-Man 3. I don't think it's better than Eternals. I don't even know if it's. I think I'd put it above. I think I would put it above Thor 4. I don't even know if I'd put it over Quantumania. I'm sorry. I personally enjoyed Quantumania. I think I still enjoy Quantumania just a bit more than this. But yeah, this is going in the realm of some of the some of the bad Marvel movies, some of the ones that weren't the best. It's going in that column for sure. It's going around with Black Widow. It's going around with Thor. It's going to be in that column. Whether it's on the top or not, it's still going to be in that conversation of being in that column. I hate to say it. Yeah, we had to wait a whole 6-7 minutes for such a nothing post credit scene. Bro's telling us what we already know. Exactly, I already know. I was like, bro, like you made me wait to tell me shit's gonna hit the fan in the next 2 films. I know, man. I'm excited for that, but I that's what you tell me? I didn't need to hear it from Boogerhead Leader. Like, stupid. Bro's telling us what we already know. They shot that last week and threw it in there shortly. They definitely did, dude. They must have shot that last minute. Like, oh God, guys, we forgot to put an end credit scene in. How about we make the leader, because his brain is big, tell the fans what they already know. That shit's about to hit the fan in the next like 2 films. Oh wow. Genius. I was like, stupid. To me, it had less plot holes than Black Panther 2. That movie that movie was so confusing to me. Nameless Void, Black Panther 2 is a masterpiece. There is no plot holes in that movie to me. I don't know how this had less plot holes than you're saying Black Panther 2, but Black Panther 2 is peak. Black Panther 2 to me is still one of the best movies of phase 5. It's up there with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's up there with Spider-Man No Way Home. It's probably the 3 best movies of phase 5, in my personal opinion. Marvel just keeps egging us on with these with this multiverse shit. We know, bruh, but if the leader knows about the multiverse, he basically almost at the level of the Watchers. What the fuck? Joaquin is gonna be an Avenger, and that post-credit scene should have been Sam recruiting other dude. That would have been sick if the end credit was Sam recruiting, or like popping up a hologram of heroes we already know, but maybe he's finding out that they're out there. Dude, Super Wise, can we please go into Marvel Studios and tell them how to do shit? Can we do that? Because that would have been a great end credit scene. Peak. Other members of Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Ant-Man, Shang-Chi, someone. That's how you end it and get people ready. Thank you. Fire, bro. You said, although maybe when he said others, he might be referring to the Fantastic Four coming to the MCU. Boogerhead Leader does not know about the Fantastic Four. I'm still not convinced the leader is even smart. Like, bro, I'm still not convinced bro's even smart. Because let me tell you, I saw no instance of bro being smart. The leader. I didn't see any smarts or him being a mastermind, a brilliant mastermind. Bro don't know shit. That was filmed like the week before the movie. They threw that end credit in. You said maybe he saw a future or something. I don't know. Leader in the post-credit scene. I've seen the possibilities. Plain as day. The sky will in fact turn blue when the morning begins. What's trash? That's trash dialogue. I've seen possibilities. Plain as day, the sky will in fact turn blue when the morning begins. If we were in Marvel HQ, this script would have been a little more refined. Dude, I shit you not. What I could have cooked, what I could have, dude, sometimes I think that when I see something, I'm like, oh, what I would have cooked up with the knowledge that I have and what I know is peak, what I could have cooked with my passion, shit. I mean, sometimes I wish I had the money for a fan film. I'd cook. What are your thoughts on the dialogue in the movie, Zach? The dialogue in this movie was just eh. The score of this movie, which Superwise talked about it in the chat, was nothing. There was no definitive score for Sam as Cap. The only score that I think of as Sam as Cap is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was a cool theme that was definitive to Sam. They got rid of it. They got rid of it. I don't know who did the score for this. Who did the score for this? Who did it? Who did the score? Brandon World composer. Laura Cartman. Laura Cartman did not cook. I don't know what score she's worked on before, but she like totally scrapped the Falcon and the Winter Soldier theme, and that was better than what we got. Yeah, she didn't cook. I don't know what there was no theme for Sam in this film. Nothing. Nothing. What are you said? Why did they make Namor seem like a threat and then just becomes good after killing Shuri's mom? He didn't become good. If you at the end of the film, he's setting up Wakanda for like to let them like die essentially. He said, "Oh, well, we're in alliances now, but the moment Wakanda gets whatever, we're not gonna help." Like he's setting up for the long haul to let Wakanda like be at their demise. Like Namor is, you know what I mean? Like no, like Namor is an anti like an like I don't even know like an anti-hero type deal. Like a so no, he's not really. Yeah, he did a bad thing. He killed Shuri's mom, but we didn't approach him like, oh, he's our like best friends. You know what I mean? They're just being allies because they're both fighting for something. They have both something in common. The Talakan people and the Wakandans. Like you had to really watch the film to really know the film. And me personally, I wasn't confused by the film. I didn't see any plot holes. You said the leader was said to be a high IQ, but all he did was throw out percentages. That's funny, dude. That's funny. It's great. Imagine if you get gummy worms and glue to it. Wait, you said what? Imagine if you get gummy worms and glue it to your head. That's what he looks like. He does, dude. That's funny. Laura Compliment. I can't pronounce her last name. I'm so sorry. If Laura Compman is seeing this, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Was the composer for What If, Miss Marvel, The Marvels. I like her work, but she didn't give Sam a theme. Handed in nothing memorable. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like she did a great job with the Marvels. I don't know where it went, where it hit the shit hit the fan here, but yeah, no. This movie had no theme. Which is a bummer. This movie had no theme. I don't know. The more I think about this movie, just the more it upsets me, to be honest. Leader is so funny because bro wants his old life back, but back, bro, how? Look at your face. Look at your face. You're not getting. You're not getting your new job or getting. Dude, you got me cracking up, bro. But yeah, seriously, bro, you ain't getting your old life back. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Oh man, that's just hilarious. Yeah, bro's not getting married. Bro's not getting his old. Bro, bro will be lucky if he can go out in public without getting screamed at by a little girl. Dude, like, he's cooked. So the fact, yeah, that's crazy, dude. You make a good point though. It's cracking up. Leader more like leader more like comedian. Bruh, dude, seriously, the leader's not like his motivations in this film are so whack, dude. The more I think about this movie, the more laughable it is. I'm sorry. It just nah, dude. Like I said, standout action moments. Sam kicking the shield in the bunker while Torres is getting pinned down by some soldiers. Sam riding the missile, that was cool. The red dude, like I said, there was a moment between Red Hulk. There was a moment between Red Hulk and Sam. And again, I have to let's just look at leaks. Let's just do it. I don't know if my stream is gonna get taken down for this. Was it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but there was a moment where Red Hulk gets Sam, rips his wings off, and then like squeezes his head. That was the coolest shit ever because the noise of the wings coming off and just him hitting the wings and the kinetic energy being built up was cool. Like there's good like I shit you not, the ending of this film is the best part of this film. That's the best way to put it. The what like how Red Hulk reacts to or how the Sam's vibranium wings react to the brute force from Red Hulk is so sick. I shit you not. Like I honestly go back to the movies just to watch the ending of this film. That's where I'm at. Because the ending of this film where Red Hulk actually hulks out and like fights Sam is the coolest part of this film. I shit you not, I'd go back to the movie just to watch that. Like probably I might wait in the lobby. Probably I don't know, play some I don't even know, play a Call of Duty Mobile or play some shit on my phone or maybe watch something in the meantime out in the lobby and then go into the theater as that last part is happening of the film. As from Red Hulk hulking on. That's honestly how I feel. And that's crazy to say, but like that's the sequence I'd watch again. Like if I had to go back to the film to watch any part of the film, it's that ending of the film. That's how I feel, quite honestly. The movie was okay. Really nothing special. Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. But it was just okay. That's kind of where I'm at. And like I said, I felt numb walking out of this film. Superwise, I talked to you about this film after I saw it. I had an out of theater review, and it was so depressing to watch. I just didn't care. Like I felt like I didn't even. I was getting. I was so felt nothing about this film. I shit you not. I told my sister, I'm like, I just want to forget it and go on to the next Marvel movie. I was like, I just don't care. I was like, there was cool moments in the film, but like not enough where I'm like, I felt like I wanted to talk about it. It took me until today's what, Tuesday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It took me 6 days to come up with the courage or come up with the just with the will, the sure will to want to come on here and talk about it. Like that's sad. Um, I'm gonna need to see that out of theater. Dude, I can't even. Wait a second. You know what? You know what? I'll do it right here, right now. I have it right here on my phone. I have it right here, right now. You guys are getting it an exclusive out of the theater. I was depressed, dude. I had it. I had enough, dude. I walked out of that theater. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go watch Cobra Kai. I wanted to go watch Cobra Kai. Because, mind you, part 3 of Cobra Kai came out. And I was like, dude, I was like, I want to go home and watch Cobra Kai. I'm like, I just want to forget it. I was like, I don't even care about this movie. I was like, that was sad for me. I walked in like a kid with my shield and everything. We're watching this. You guys are getting an exclusive. This shit's gonna be hilarious. Hopefully, you guys can hear it too when I play this. Give me a minute. Oh my god, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna pull up the chat on the opposite. Here, let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this. I'll pull up the chat. You guys are gonna hear me probably for a minute, but hey, let me do. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna. Okay, let me move this over here. All right, let's do that. All right, all right, all right. Cool, cool. All right, let's watch it. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch this. This is gonna be fucking hilarious. I want to see if I could. Can I read the chat from here? I hope I can read the chat from here. Is the chat here? All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. It's just gonna be fucking hilarious. Why is this doing that? Give me a minute, guys. I effed up. All right, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this. All right, here we go. My out of theater review of Captain America: Brave New World. Welcome back to the Heroverse. All right. Cancel. No, cancel. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we just got out of Captain America: Brave New World. I just came out of the Dolby showing. The movie was all right. It's as best as I could put it. Not gonna lie, I feel very drained. I brought my Captain America shield with me. Probably can't see it, but I brought it with me. I also have my cap shirt on underneath, and I got a cap hat here, which was only 18 bucks at AMC. So that was really, really cool. I decided that was the first time I've seen AMC carry merchandise for a movie, so that was really cool. But yeah, like I said, this movie was okay. I wouldn't say it was a bad film. I wouldn't say it was a good film. I just think it was all right personally. Um, I don't know. I feel like I just feel like drained, and I just feel like I couldn't really tell like I knew what the movie wanted to be at points. It just felt like the movie was it just felt like it was just didn't know what it wanted to be, but you just kind of had to sit there and kind of just and you felt that all throughout the film. She just didn't know what the movie wanted itself to be, and I don't know. I just feel like compared to other Captain America movies, which you are going to have people do that, I think that this is definitely the weakest one out of all of them, which does suck because you want Sam Wilson's first kind of outing as Captain America in a movie I guess you could say, be on that level. It didn't feel like it was on that level in my personal opinion. I just felt like it was all right. But I don't know. That's kind of like where I'm at. I don't know if I'm gonna do a spoiler review for this. I just want to kind of do a kind of that's pretty much it. My sister interrupted me at the like second half, and I was just not having it. I was like, Bethany, I was like, how I'm feeling right now, like I can't even. Bro sounds depressed. Your voice, I'm around, so you sound so tired. Bro sounds like he lost all hope. Oh my god, I feel so bad. 1,000 yards stare looking. Oh my god, bro said this was Captain America cooked new start. Bro, Captain America boring new world. That's what I'm saying, bro. I was like I couldn't even process it. I was like, the action sequences of this film can't even save it. I'm like, the little glimmers of cool moments. I was like, I can't even. I was like, I want to go home and watch Cobra Kai. I was like, I have it. I was like, I can't do this. That's all I need. That's all I needed. This was definitely me after Joker 2. Dude, I can't even. I can't even, dude. Like, I. Honestly, I should have just, like. I should have just uploaded that shit. Dude, I was like. But I felt so bad. I was like, I know I don't. I think this movie's just but I was like, I feel bad. I was like, I can't release this. I was like, I actually want to talk about like things that I hated and things that I thought were cool and stuff like that. I was like, I can't release that. But yeah, dude, oh my god, I understand the pain in that review, dude. I couldn't even. I brought my shield with me. I felt so sad. My shield was like so loose in my hand after I was done watching the movie. I was like, I can't believe this shit. I'm like, I was like, I can't defend this. I was like, I felt so distraught and I felt hurt. I was like, I can't. I had that day. I was just like, I had enough. I was like, I want to go home and watch Cobra Kai. This isn't Captain America beats New World. This is Commander USA. Who just fresh life? What? You said. Sometimes the best thing to do is let the trauma and PTSD take over and just and try to rise above it. That's what I did, dude. I was like, cause you know what, Joker 2, I hated Joker 2, you know. But I was able to gather my thoughts and just say it how it was. Bro, the Mr. He said the Mr. Blue scene were all right. The Mr. Blue scenes were all right. The Mr. Blue scenes? What's that? Was that the song that played for the leader to take over people? I forget, dude. Bros, I'd rather see Madam Web than this shit. Nah, dude. I wouldn't go that far. Madam Web is so bad, dude. This movie doesn't even. This movie was at least enjoyable. I didn't feel miserable watching it. It was still enjoyable, even though the structure was ass and it was like only like a couple of cool like action moments. But it was still enjoyable. Madam Web, I found nothing enjoyable about that. It felt like I was being punished. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like society was upset at me. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like watching Madam Web. It was like someone was trying to torture me. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like a punishment watching Madam Web. Like this movie was not that. Like, but yeah, honestly, that was an exclusive you guys got watching me do my first review for this film. So that's actually hilarious that you guys got to watch that. Watch like my Out of theater thoughts. Yeah, but like I said, guys, I couldn't release that. It was just too sad. Too sad. I'm just glad that I was able to come on here, talk about my thoughts since I've kind of gathered them. Um, I can't believe I showed that. I can't believe I showed. Did you guys hear it well? I just want to clarify. Did you guys hear the video well? Because my mic was spiking, and my mic is here, and it's not above, and I had to show the video. So I hope the audio picked up. When I saw other people's reviews on it, they look so drained and sad. That's what I'm saying, bro. This movie, it. The song is pretty good. It's about the of finding his girl cheating on him at park. He used to take her to getting Nameless Void. When did they play that song? I'm so confused. You said yeah, kind of. You kind of heard the audio? Hopefully you guys you saw it. You guys got the drift. I want to play it back. I want to see how much it picked up. You guys kind of heard it. You guys kind of got the drift. All right. The only way you guys are gonna fully hear it good is if I upload this shit, which I'm not doing. Yeah, the audio went in and out. Okay, well you guys, you saw it. Yeah, you saw it. You saw it was rough. It was rough. But yeah, the only other way you guys would fully be able to see it is if I uploaded it, which I'm not uploading it because I did this to come on here and talk about it. But like I said, this movie had moments. The ending with Red Hulk was definitely the best. It was good seeing a raging Hulk again. Um, Other than that, like I said, I think Harrison Ford was the star of the show. I think he gave the best performance out of everybody. Like I said, I still want to see Sam Wilson as Captain America, and I want to see his trilogy. I just want them to get a better director and get a better fight coordinator and better writers for the next two films. That's all I'm hoping for. Relatable song, by the way. Okay, yeah. Audio on there. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping if we see like two more movies and they actually want to make a trilogy with Sam Wilson as Cap. And I hope that for Anthony Mackie, because I love Anthony Mackie. He's funny, especially on the press tour, especially that video that he had on Instagram where he was explaining or kind of getting the dude that plays Torres kind of catching him up to speed or whatever on everything in the MCU or something like that. I don't know. I thought that video was cool. They did it like a couple of days ago. I thought that was, if I could find it, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I'm gonna go to YouTube. Actually, you know what? We'll go to X because I think X would have it. Did I? No, I didn't repost it. I want to see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I want to play this. This was funny. This was funny. Let me get my headphones. I thought this was funny. That they did this video. What the hell? Why isn't my audio picking up? Okay. Priorities. Speaker wireless headsets. Okay, it's working. It should work now. That was weird. This video is funny.
I have a little surprise to help welcome you into the MCU. First, I was looking at the hand popping out of the ocean, and it made me think, what are the hands attached to? Arms. And who has a metal arm? My man, Bucky.
Wait, but
Boom, no. Think about it. See the shield, the Winter Soldier. Now, he ran into Rocket Raccoon. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Uno, dos, tres. Ha 12% of the people in the world are left-handed.
do you know?
I'm gonna blow your mind. I've been drinking coffee all morning. Which made me wonder, why was Thor crying? You feel me?
Who else knows this?
Nobody. I just came up with this.
It's the who else knows this as we crack it up. So the promotion for this has me cracking up. Who else knows this? I love he's like, why was Thor crying? What's his name? Who plays Torres? I forget his name. I had it a minute ago. What's his name? Yeah, Danny Ramirez. That had me cracking up. You say who else knows about this? Who else knows about this? See, yeah, that shit's gold. Like that's gold promotion, and it's funny. It's funny, and it's just I love it. I loved it. So that's what I'm saying. So I really hope to see more with Sam as Cap, and I hope to see the trilogy. This was a bad start. Wasn't the best start, but I do think that they can do better. I have all the faith that Marvel can get a better director, get a better writer, get a better fight coordinator. I have all the hope. So that's what I'm saying. Also, here's this. This is cool. I found it. The image. Someone posted it. That was cool. Of Red Hulk smacking the shit. Oh, there we go. There's an image. I don't want to click it because... But I thought that was cool when Red Hulk like grabs Sam's helmet, his high altitude helmet, after ripping off one of his wings, and like the kinetic energy is like glowing. I thought that was cool. Like shit like that at the end of the film was cool. Seeing how Red Hulk went against the kinetic energy and went against Sam's tech, I thought that was cool. I guess you could say the Wakandan's tech, not really Sam's tech. But yeah, thought that was dope. But I just want to say thank you for everybody coming in here to talk about Captain America: Brave New World. For people that maybe didn't catch the stream live or maybe watching the archive, thank you for watching all the way through. Let me know all your thoughts about Captain America: Brave New World. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And if you did like it, let me know why. If you didn't like it, let me know. Like I said, this is one of those films where it is very divided. It's very split down the middle. And yeah, I understand why. I think this movie, yeah, it's probably, this is the most divided, I think, for a Marvel movie, I think people have been in a while. I think this is really the most divided that Marvel's been in a while with a movie. Because people weren't like this with Deadpool and Wolverine. People weren't like, and that was like the last movie we had. People weren't like this for even No Way Home. Like, this is very divided. I think even more so than the Marvels, to be honest. I think more people just didn't like the Marvels, or I liked it, but I think more people just didn't like that. But I think a lot more people are really more on the not liking it than the liking it. It's crazy just to see people's opinions on this film. Like I said, it was just okay. I didn't think it was trash, but like I just think it was an okay film, and I just was not something that I would not put this movie above all the other Cat movies. But yeah, just shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that stuck around. I really, really, truly appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, I hope to see more with Sam's trilogy, and I don't know. I really don't know. I guess time will tell, depending on how the box office does for the second week, how things will go going forward as Sam as Cap. Who knows? I don't know where it's gonna go, but I don't know. I'm interested to see the future of where things are gonna go. The next Marvel movies we have are Thunderbolts and also Fantastic Four, which I'm wearing my Fantastic Four shirt. I just wanted to like I posted it on my community tab earlier, but I am wearing my Fantastic Four shirt. I have all the faith that Fantastic Four is going to be heat. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for Fantastic Four. You guys don't even understand. I'm really excited. I'm even really excited for Thunderbolts, like I said. And that's in May. That's around my birthday. So I'm really hoping for a good movie for my birthday month, which is Thunderbolts. So, yeah, I'm very excited for the next two films. I'm kind of just now that we're done with Brave New World, I kind of just want to go on to the next two projects. So, that's kind of where I'm at. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man finale comes out tomorrow. Yes, I'm so hype. Guys, expect my I think it's episode 9 and 10 tomorrow. I believe so. Expect my episode 9 and 10 spoiler review for those tomorrow. It'll probably be around 12. I still have to set up for the stream. I'm probably going to set it up tonight. It's going to be around 12 tomorrow, probably 12:25, maybe 12. Just keep a lookout. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yeah, I'm going to be going live to talk about the latest episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Also, if you guys want to go catch the last week's episode, I want to say it was episode 6, 7, and 8, I believe. You guys can go check those reactions for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man up free over on my Patreon at the Heroverse, along with the other episodes you guys can go catch free for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man up on my Patreon. So go check those out before tomorrow's new episodes. I'm actually gonna go do that now. Gonna upload the last couple of your episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm gonna put up free tonight on Patreon. After I'm done ending stream, I'm gonna go do that for people that want to go watch it before tomorrow's 2-part finale, season finale, because we have 2 more seasons on the way, seasons 2 and 3. But expect me to do a stream tomorrow around 12. And then yeah, guys, the next show we have is Daredevil Born Again, which of course is in I think in 14 days, which is insane. I can't believe it. We have a 2-episode premiere. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to go to my YouTube channel, and you guys can actually notify yourself for my stream for Daredevil Born Again from episode. I have to make it say episode 1 and 2 because we found out like a few days ago that we're gonna have a 2-episode premiere. And I gotta edit this and make it say episode 1 and 2 after party, and I have a pre-show too. Discussion to talk about what the episodes are gonna be like that day. So like I said, I'm super excited for Daredevil Born Again, and we're going to be covering that every week on Tuesdays. So stay tuned for that starting on March 4th. So we have a lot of things coming up, so stay tuned for all that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end stream here. That was my spoiler review for Captain America Brave New World. Like I said, let me know all your thoughts and thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys check out the stream archive. I want to know everybody's thoughts on Captain America Brave New World. But yeah, guys, I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad everybody came in here. But I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the 2-part season finale of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Peace.